Hi everyone, this is Julie. Thank you for stopping by for another video today. In this video, I'll be playing an excerpt of Dr. Sebi speaking in an interview about how he had came to realize that there were herbs that were natural as well as herbs that were not natural. And by natural and unnatural, what I'm explaining is that Dr. Sebi was one of the first person to introduce many of us to the understanding that there were plants that were made by man, which were different from plants that were grown naturally in nature, that would spring up when it's their time. These are plants that grow with the ebb and flow of nature, such as the yellow dock, such as burdock. And Dr. Sebi often spoke about natural plant not being the same as unnatural plant. And he spoke about the molecular structure of unnatural plants or hybrid plants being different to that of plants that grew naturally. And so in this video, Dr. Sebi gave an explanation of how he came to that conclusion. So let's have a listen.
One day when I went to work, my wife and I was talking all night. We were engaged in this conversation about these herbs. So Ma said to me that there could be something locked someplace that prevent us from accomplishing the goals that Jesus Christ and Hippocrates accomplished. When I went to work that night, I found it. I laughed. Oh, I was so happy. I was extremely happy because I said, it is required of us to maintain the pH at 6.9. At 7, which is the neutral zone, pH of 7 is neutral. And if it is slightly on the acid side, it's 6.9. And the reason why we maintain the pH at 6.9 is to keep the tubes of the boiler clean, that there will be no life form in there. But if the pH is 7.1, oh, now you're going to experience life. Life form will begin to accumulate in the tubes of the boiler, preventing the radiant heat or the convection heat from reaching the tubes. I said that if life was so powerful that it could exist in a temperature of 450 degrees, then the herbs that heal would have to be alkali on 7 plus instead of acid 6.9. Then I begin to check the pH of all the herbs. I begin to test it. I test comfrey, acid. I test garlic, acid. I also tested aloe vera, St. John wort, rose hips, comfrey. All of these things are very acid. Carrot juice is extremely acid, yet the healers in New York then and now are still recommending these acid foods. So I said, well, let me investigate further to see which are the alkali herbs. And I begin to see that burdock, yellow dock, also the elderberry, these are alkali plants. Also the Virginia snake root, that's alkali. One has to know the herbs that are alkali opposed to the herbs that are acid. This today is not really considered, nor do they follow that particular, road or understanding.
So there you have it. And so it's important to reiterate. Dr. Sebi noted that one of the reasons people were not healing others or themselves to the degree that they could have been is because of the herb that they were using. That once you are using herbs that are not natural or herbs that are hybrids, then you will not have the results that you could have if you use herbs that were natural. And so it's important that we try to understand and observe herbs that are natural. And there are ways in which we can distinguish and try to determine whether a plant is natural or unnatural, and that I will look at in another video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Be the change you'd like to see in this world. Have a fantabulous day today. Ta-ta!